9 times out of 10, your degree is an utter waste of time that is irrelevant to the job that you're probably going to end up doing. So take notes, listen up. Let's say you want to break into investment banking and you're at uni. Are you studying investment banking? Probably not. Do you need to in order to break into investment banking? No. Let's say you want to break into consulting. Are you studying a consulting degree at uni? Probably not. Do you need to in order to break into consulting? No, you don't. Let's say you want to break into asset management. Are you studying an asset management degree at university at the undergrad level? No, you're not. Probably not. Do you need to in order to break into the industry? No, you don't. You kind of get where I'm going with this, right? You want to break into one career. You're not even studying the relevant degree or a degree for that field. But to break into that field, you actually don't need that degree. So there's no point studying it, right? Simple. Yo, what's going on? These videos, so new style of video or format, I'm just literally going to be talking to a young me. So if you're 18 to 20 or anything younger than 30, basically, these videos, some of these videos on the channel are just going to be conversations between me and the camera, because I know this might be advice that is useful to the younger generation or people who were once upon a time in my shoes or whose shoes I was in. So yeah, today we're talking about your degree is a waste of time, or is it? So I'm just going to share my thoughts on this, and if it's useful to you, great. If not, feel free to skip this video and go and check out a different video on the channel. Other examples, you want to break into venture capital, you want to break into private equity, you want to break into a hedge fund. Are you studying venture capital? Are you studying a hedge fund degree? Are you studying a private equity degree? Probably not. Do you need to in order to break into those industries? No, you don't. So what's the point spending 3 to 4 years studying a subject that has nothing to do with the career that you're going to end up pursuing? What's the point? My advice to you is simple. It's don't go to university focused on studying something that will increase the chances of you getting a job in the given career or field, unless you know for a fact that it dramatically increases your chances of breaking in. Examples of these industries or roles or degrees or careers include things like medicine. You can't be a healthcare professional or a doctor if you don't study medicine. You can't be a lawyer if you don't study law. So in these cases, yes, you should go to uni and study those degrees because they help you become or enter into those fields and professions. Very important. You should do that. Great. However, if you want to enter a field where the technical requirement is not required at a degree level, anything outside of law and medicine, for example, such as working for an investment bank, if you want to go and be a consultant, if you want to work for a startup, marketing, human resources, all of that, you can study whatever you want at university level, at degree level, at university, and you can still break in. It's not be all or end all. It's not make or break depending on what you study. What you study doesn't determine whether you get in or not. Now, personally, I think it's better to study something that fulfills 2 key traits. The first of which is, 1, is it something that you genuinely enjoy? Is it something that you're interested in? Is it something that kind of gets you curious and something that you can open a book and study for 2, 3, 4 hours without getting bored? And then secondly, very importantly, is it something that you're good at? There's no point picking a subject that you hate and that you're really bad at, because that's a recipe for disaster, and that is going to lead to poor grades and poor results, which will make it harder for you to get a job at the graduate level. So pick something that you enjoy and pick something that you're good at. An easy indication or easy way to find that out is, what did you do well in at International Baccalaureate or A-levels? What did you do well in or enjoy at GCSE level? Think about these things, because those should help you decide what you kind of want to study at the undergrad level. If you pick a degree subject that you enjoy and you are particularly good at, then you increase the chances of getting a good grade at the end of your degree. And if you do that, it increases the chances of you getting into any graduate scheme, because they look for those candidates who have good grades. If you get bad grades, then you shoot yourself in the foot. It makes it harder for you to break into the most prestigious or the most sought after jobs and opportunities. Remember, when you're at uni, you want to open as many doors for your future self in terms of career and opportunities. And one easy way to do that is smash your degree. When I was working for Goldman Sachs in a sales role, you probably might have thought that I needed to be investment savvy, needed to know everything about economics, be on top of investing, financial markets, etc., etc. The truth is, I didn't use a single piece of my economics and finance degree in the job. Not 1 ounce. That's the truth. I didn't use an ounce of my economics and finance degree for the spring weeks that I did, for the internship that I did, or for the graduate full-time scheme opportunity that I was on. None of it used or required any knowledge from my economics and finance degree. And I'm not even joking. And that's because you learn everything on the job, unless it's a very highly technical job like medicine or software engineering or law. Those industries require you to have a good base level knowledge and understanding from degree level. But if you're joining an investment bank, if you're a salesperson, if you're working in investment banking, if you're in research, if you're in operations, whatever it might be, you don't need that background knowledge because you learn it all on the job. They give you training, they train you up, they give you a good few months or weeks worth of training to kind of get you up to speed. Having some relevant degree knowledge could be useful, but for the most part, you learn everything on the job, they give you training. But most importantly, it's through the day-to-day activities that you do in the role, Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday, 12, 13, 14 hours a day, where you actually learn everything. Like, you're doing a lot of work, so you're consuming a lot of insight and information, and through that is where you kind of get better at the job. You learn what is good, what is bad, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and how you kind of progress and get better in the given role. Also, let's be straight up and honest. At the undergrad level, you know, for all of you watching, when you graduate, job requirements are very straightforward. They don't require you to do rocket science. It's not very technical. It's not very, like, when I look back at it now, I'm 30 years old. When I was 20, there's not much of an expectation for an intern or a graduate. No one expects you to go into the organization and operate at the CEO's level, right? Or at the managing director's level, at the VP level, associate level. You're an intern, you're an analyst, you're a graduate. They just expect you to be enthusiastic, be able to take on information and absorb it quickly like a sponge, and be good at the basic stuff. The job requirements at the graduate level are very, very basic. And so, you know, oftentimes people will tell you, yeah, you get lots of responsibility and all of that, which is good, but don't get it twisted. Like, it's not hard. It's very, very easy if you just apply yourself and do the basics right. Going to Oxford versus going to a lower ranked university, there's no difference when it comes to the job. Like, most people can do these jobs if you apply yourself and you're kind of smart about how you go about doing things. I think what's more important in these things are good judgment, basic levels of attention to detail, and how you manage people skills, people relationships, or relationships with your colleagues. It's those small things that actually sum up how people see you in the workplace and essentially what contribute towards your growth and development. Because if people don't like you, for example, no one's going to want to help you. If everyone likes you, more people are going to be inclined to kind of see you develop and grow, and so they're going to be inclined to help you out. So it's basic skills like that, life skills, personal skills, interpersonal skills, presentation skills, all these things. Those are more important than the basic skills that are required to align a logo on a PowerPoint presentation, to email like emailing, very important. How you structure an email, how you reach out to people, how you communicate. These things that you don't get taught in university, very important in the world of work. I'm going off on a tangent. I'm just brain dumping right now. Hopefully it's useful. Don't get me wrong, university is great and you do a degree, you learn lots, it's good. But in the world of work, most degrees are useless and pointless, but it's just a tick box exercise. You need to tick that you are going to uni in order to apply to most companies, which is stupid. But, you know, there are pros and cons of doing a degree. You meet lots of people, you have the university experience, so on and so forth. Personally, yes, I encourage people to do the degrees. If it's not for you, consider an apprenticeship, because yes, degrees can be quite expensive. But yeah, just make sure you don't go to uni thinking that you need to study this one degree in order to get that one job. The truth is, you're going to waste your time. Do a degree that you know you can do well in. Do a degree that you enjoy. Don't do a degree that has no value. Like some degrees, I'm not going to say which ones. People look at them and they think, you know, that's a BS degree. Pick something a bit challenging. Yeah, end of the day, your degree is not going to make or break what career you get. And so do something you enjoy, do something you're good at. And then in another video, I'll tell you how to get the job that you want when you're in university. Anyway, this was a long video and I am going to wrap up now. So hopefully you stayed to the end. You hopefully learned one or two things. Hopefully I can get you to think in a different way. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.